Hi, my name is Ned, and this is Ned's Corner. In this episode of my history series, I like to share with you my thoughts about a total nuclear war and what would come after it. As you already know, we have learned all over the past years that there are about 13,000 nuclear warheads ready to be used in total, and we know that the efficiency of complex weaponry is about 70%, which means that about 9,000 warheads may explode. Also, with all the anti-missiles defense systems, we can say that 4,500 would explode on targets. However, and to simplify the calculations, let us make the conflict between Americans and Russians mainly. The Russians and the Americans will not send all of their warheads on the first strike. They will keep each about the third of their power for the negotiating period after the first strike. Thus, the numbers of nuclear heads that would explode on their targets are about 3,200. That is about 1,600 for each side of the conflict. We know that the average damage produced by one warhead is about 30 kilometers in diameter. That is about 300 square miles for each warhead, which means that the total devastation is over an area that is a little less than 1 million square miles. Let us say that the Americans will hit Russia with 1,000 warheads and China with 600. And the Russians will hit the United States with 1,000 warheads, hit Australia with 50, hit Japan with 50, hit Western Europe with 500. So, what will come out of this first strike? In this map of the world, and using this projection where the areas of each country are almost good, we can see the areas affected by the first round. It is obvious that those areas are very limited. And you have to know that the fallout of nuclear explosions are not global. They are not like the fallout of volcano explosions. Volcano explosions are much stronger than a nuclear explosion, and the fallout of volcano explosions are much lighter and thinner. Thus, they cover a much larger area and can travel far up in the atmosphere, which is not the case of a nuclear explosion. Of course, there will be a lot of chaos among the populations. But the countries of the main conflict have strong political structures and preparations to bring law and order in a couple of weeks or a month at most. But the rest of the world, like Central and South America, Africa, most of Asia, are almost untouched by this conflict. Those countries are already in chaos at some level, so nothing will change for them. If you want to ask me if there will be a round two, I would say no. The outcome of this conflict should be a long period of peace, and we should be okay after that. The arrogance of the unwilling leaders will be ended, and the people are going to be more aware of the importance of their voting in the future elections. In conclusion, I am not extremely terrified of the outcome of a nuclear war. I am, and you have to be prepared for it. Just get in your house what you need for 1 month at least. This way you won't have to fight for your rations from day one. That is when the rations come. Thus you can wait till the end of the line, and whatever you get will be okay for you. You should be prepared for lack of electricity, lack of internet, lack of fuel and gas. But all of this should be fixed up by new brainy governments. That's what we will be hoping to happen as soon as possible. I hope you found this video interesting, and please like and subscribe, and see you in the next videos.